They were like loading their bags, and I looked at the penis. The guy goes, "What can I do?" That's all right. I'm gonna put it up. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not doing it because they were like loading their bags. They don't know the sound of the rest. I can buy the peanuts for $2. We'll get them like solidarity for helping out our neighbors. There's mistakes back there. I'll do it if I get out. Not dying. I just grabbed my keys on the way. I wasn't going to be in the right or something. I don't know if they got it. If anything happened tonight. Yeah, they might be. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I got like once a year.
You heard they shut down the highway.
As soon as they have free out of that song, it's crazy. Yeah, just for you. Maybe one voice a month. Get the free item.
What brings me out here today is a very deep concern for what is currently happening in the country. I believe that the National Guard has no place in domestic law enforcement. I believe that what has happened in Los Angeles does not constitute a riot, and it seems pretty clear that the Trump administration has pretty fathomless contempt for the due process protections of the 14th Amendment.
So do you think it should be handled by local law enforcement?
Well, I don't think, well, first of all, in terms of the DHS, I believe that the DHS's mandate is straight up immoral. And in terms of protesters, yes, there is nothing in Los Angeles that LAPD can't handle.
Okay, so should there be some sort of violent outbreak, do you think it should be handled by local authorities?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ok, so en unos minutos. ¿Se van a quedar aquí? Ok. Vamos a salir en unos 8 minutos.
Chris is talking to you.
Mic check, testing 1, 2, 3. Probando, mic check, testing 1, 2, 3. Mic check, getting done. So maybe we could do that first, a little further.
Yeah.
And then I'll bring them in.
You hear him?
Yeah.
Okay, look. Right. Natalie, just a second.
Yeah. My check. Has to stay with the drink.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, there will be a camera. You give us
You know, I don't really know.
yeah, go ahead and tell me. Try to look at the camera.
I always really like video
Yes, absolutely. I've lived in Los Angeles for a number of years. I have every year. State also texted back that they were already going to protest. So I could not make it down to Los Angeles today, but I feel it's very important to be here with them and solidarity with them. I've been here since 10 o'clock in the morning. And the second person to show up was my mom at 5 o'clock. Now, it's almost 6 o'clock now, so suffice to say, I'm very, very happy that I am not out here alone.
What do you hope the message is for that?
I hope that the message is
like what's a place that would be really taken to like-minded people and find community. It's like it's like a small compact city, friendly. It's like a city or state, smaller. There's tons of breweries, happy hours, trivia, and stuff like that. So it's just like an easier place to meet people than like LA. If you don't already have friends there, good luck. You know? Like everything's so spread out.
We saw something online, and I was like, you know, hey, this is how it takes off.
Channel 7.
My name is Melissa. N-E-L-L-I-E. Along with W. I'm open to my living thing. I'm here because of the outrageous attacks on undocumented immigrants. I'm the daughter of the rights activist many years ago, and that this is really against our community and trying to find a place to live, and they can't. And that's wrong.
Thanks, Channel 7.
Okay. Jamie Grace. Jamie Grace. G-R-A-Y-S-C-H-L-I-N. I live in Oakland.
They with the name for that?
It's just so
Trying to line the shot up and not blocking you.
They got me up live for hours.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for being out. No, seriously, it's fascism. I've been listening to some of the coverage, and I'm just like, oh my god, really? Just don't use their language.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. This, and if they want to make our statement, and also let me know that we're not because taking away our constitutional rights is not something I actually agree with. If we don't stand up for it, you don't use it, you lose it. And we don't want to get to the losing stage. So really.
Let's leave it.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Hey, open your mouth and something will come out. And then Nancy said, get in there. But you know what? That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. I mean, that's or you can make up an age. It's not like you go fact checking.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what? Get out there, and it's all pushing back, and it's all practice. So that's what popularize the well, whatever they do.
I represent FDA. First Gestapo, in their life. We won't let this happen twice. First Gestapo, in their life. We won't let this happen twice. And are you where do you live? Tell me why you told me.
Slaves again. There is a life about to stop to war. Join in our crusade, we will be strong and stand beyond the barricades. There are worlds that we long to see. And join in the fight that will give you the right to be. Do you hear people singing the song?
The people united will never be defeated. 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 El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás was your first protest? That's awesome! Woo! That's exactly the energy we need, because in order for us to build a mass movement to truly prevent Trump, the billionaires, and ICE from attacking our communities, we need more people. We need to build a mass movement that brings together the struggle for immigrant rights, workers' rights, for a free Palestine, for women's rights, for LGBTQ rights. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! That's right, y'all. It's all interconnected, because we know that Trump and the billionaires have money to send bombs abroad and kill Palestinians, and they have money to bring in ICE and to deport our community. But then they turn around and they say they have no money when it comes to jobs or healthcare or housing. Shame. We know they have the money, but they just use it for themselves to get richer. Shame. And that's why we need to be out here, because it is the people, all of us who run society. It's all of us in the streets who are going to be able to actually protect our rights. It's not the politicians. It's not Congress. It's not the Pentagon. It's not the billionaires. It's the people. Who's got the power? We got the power. What kind of power? People power. Who's got the power? We got the power. What kind of power? People power. Who's got the power? We got the power. What kind of power? People power. Who's got the power? We got the power. What kind of power? People power. That's right, y'all. Okay, this one's a chant. It's a little more wordy, but it connects everything I was just talking about. It goes, money for jobs and education. Money for jobs and education. Not for wars and deportation. Not for wars and deportation. Money for jobs and education. Money for jobs and education. Not for war and deportation. Not for war and deportation. Money for jobs and education. Money for jobs and education. Not for war and deportation. Not for war and deportation. Money for jobs and education. Money for jobs and education. Not for war and deportation. Not for war and deportation. That's right, y'all. I think, yeah, we could say, yeah. So y'all, you know, we're out here, and we know that it's Trump who's in office right now, who's heading up these deportations. But we also know that these deportations have happened under so many administrations before. It didn't just start now. There's been an attack on our immigrant community. But right now, it's important that we don't let this scare us, that we continue to build a mass movement in the streets. We're not scared of ICE. We want to abolish ICE. There's no reason for it. When I say abolish, you say ICE. Abolish. 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 That's right. There's no reason for it to exist. Am I right? That's right. The people united will never be defeated. 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 El pueblo unido. El pueblo unido. El pueblo unido. That's right, y'all. It's the people. Those of us building a movement in the streets. We're so powerful when we come together. That's why they get scared. That's why they send out the National Guard. That's why they send out the police. Because they're scared of us. They're scared of us. They're scared of us realizing our dignity and demanding respect. They're scared of us coming together.
world. Is that helping our security here at home, actually? Does that help make you guys feel secure? No, you know what would help us feel more secure? Healthcare, housing, education. We have the money to fund it, but the billionaires won't do it. Why won't they do it? Why won't they do something that doesn't give them profits? Like healthcare and housing. What'd you say? They're greedy, that's right, they're greedy. They're greedy and they want to just line their pockets with more and more wealth. But we see what they're doing. We see that they always have money for wars and imperialism and genocide, but not for the people at home. Just like they have money for deportations, but not for food stamps, not for Medicaid. Shame. Money for jobs and education. Not for war and deportation. Money for jobs and education. Not for war and deportation. Abolish. 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 That's right, y'all. When immigrant rights are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When workers are under attack, what do we do? When workers are under attack, what do we do? When women are under attack, what do we do? When women are under attack, what do we do? When queer and trans people are under attack, what do we do? When queer and trans people are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Stand up! 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 That's right, y'all. It's all interconnected. We're gonna stay out here in the streets. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. 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 The people united will never be defeated. 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 The people united will never Marina. Give her a warm welcome.
I would like to start out by saying, and I'm sure you agree, that the media workers, the ones who are the journalists, whether freelance or working for a company like the Chronicle, where I worked for 36 years, or television or radio, they're on our side. They're not the ones who determine what the editors, the bosses put out. But they are here to cover what the struggle is about. And they're also being victimized horribly by the cops in LA, as everybody else is. Trump made a big mistake when he decided that he would attack Los Angeles, because Los Angeles is... Los Angeles is Mexico. How many hundreds of thousands of Mexicans and other Central Americans make Los Angeles and San Diego all up and down this coast run? Have you ever seen a non-immigrant work in the fields lately? In the 100-degree weathers and plus? And covering their bodies with jackets and sweaters and hoods because the sun is too hot? Because they have to pick their food, bending over to pick the asparagus, cut the strawberries, everything they do so we can eat, including the wine and all those drinks of the bourgeoisie, the capitalists, the billionaires. And don't kid yourself. Trump was notorious for hiring Polish undocumented workers in New York City to build his goddamn tower. And he screwed them with his pay. He didn't pay them when he owed them. They all are. Because they really think they deserve $400 billion that Elon Musk used to have until his stock started going down. But, you know, Sarah Nelson, who's the president of one of the unions of the attendants of the flight attendants, she's a very strong person, and she said recently that the wealth that Elon Musk owns, she said if you stacked up $100 bills all the way up to the height of an airliner up in the air, 35,000 feet, it wouldn't even be 3% of the wealth that he owns. We know he didn't work for it. It's theft. It's theft by the capitalists, and the immigrant workers are the most exploited. But we're all exploited. How many of you have a difficulty with paying the rent, with paying your student loans, the ones that they're going to make you pay now, or have your wages garnished? For those of you who couldn't even get a loan to go to school, on and on and on and on. We're all facing this war on the workers. And Trump started in 2015 when he announced the very day he would run for president, he said, Mexicans are thieves, murderers, and rapists. And he's never let up on that. But this time he says all the immigrants, from Mahmoud Khalil for standing up for Palestine, to Rameza for simply signing a letter to her university publication saying this genocide has to stop. And Mahmoud is still in jail. And then, with all the protests for Salvador Abrego Garcia, Quilmad, the Salvadoran man who was sent to that dungeon along with hundreds of others in El Salvador, they had to spend months saying he'll never come back. Well, they built up a false case against him. Yep. You know, I want to know this. If it were true that he were taking
workers in a van, as they claim, that it was suited up for carrying several people. What's wrong with taking workers so they can earn their money and have a living? They say that the undocumented are illegal. We reject that idea of any human being being illegal.
Right.
But besides that, there has been no legalization process since before Obama, since Ronald Reagan. And even Ronald Reagan, because of the protests, the demonstration, the movement, the people, and also the need for those workers, Ronald Reagan signed a law in 1986, imagine this, that anyone who could prove they were in the United States 3 years earlier, 3 years, with work receipts, just a paycheck to show you had been here before 83, that you could apply for eventual citizenship, that you could apply and get a green card, and then within 5 years get citizenship. That happened to millions of people. And now, Obama, I said this the other day, Obama made it. The only proposal that came out of his government was that, and he couldn't get it with his great bipartisan idea of like, we got to work with the Republicans. They would have required that the undocumented work for 13 more years, paying taxes, not committing any crime, 13 more years before they could get a green card. Thanks a lot, we don't need that. And then when Biden came in on his inauguration day, he said, I'm about to walk into the White House and we're going to work right away on legislation for legalization of immigrants. That never happened. So we have to talk to our coworkers, our neighbors, our parents, our relatives, everybody we know who even says illegal. Don't have a fight, just tell them. What is illegal about having to work? What is illegal about needing to come to this country? Yeah. What is illegal about the fact that in 1994, the Clinton administration, after months and months of tortuous negotiations, Mexico, that right-wing president, Carlos Salinas, signed the NAFTA agreement with Mexico, Canada, and the U.S., which basically gutted the economy of Mexico, forced 6 million Mexican workers came to the U.S. from that time of 1994. And that's why on January 1st, the day that it took effect, the NAFTA agreement, which is still in effect today, the Zapatistas rose up. I know. The Zapatistas rose up, and for the first time, that shout heard around the world. The indigenous people of the Americas were finally heard and showed that you have to fight to win your rights. So that's what we're doing today. We got to march. We got to stay together. We got to make sure that we take up the other causes as well. We're in Pride Month now. We're in Pride Month. Defend trans people. Defend the rights of LGBTQ. And did you hear? Did you hear that Trump's people are now talking about revisiting and trying to pressure the Supreme Court, which won't be hard, to revisit the issue of same-sex marriage? That's not happening. But everybody's cause is important. Black rights. Black Lives Matter. Indigenous rights. Immigrant rights. Children's rights. Seniors' rights. Students' rights. Palestinian rights. All of us. We gotta fight for each other. Every time you hear a march, go to it, even if it's not your cause. Let's show Trump he will be defeated. Los Angeles. Los Angeles is really growing. It's growing. I remember when Rodney King was brutalized and almost killed, and the cops were let off. We went there. martial law was declared in Los Angeles, except for one town. Beverly Hills was not declared martial law. What did we do? We marched on Rodeo Drive. And guess what? All the people in those fancy restaurants are walking down, the famous people, you know, Tyne Daly, Angelica Houston, other actors marched with us. They led the march. And you know what? They were very sympathetic. It's the same thing with LA. The cultural industry, the music, art, film, they're with the immigrants. Don't kid yourself. We got a lot of stuff to do. Martial law was also declared here, by the way, the same year, the same time. Martial law was declared, but we kept on marching.
Fascism. We're a national organization that has been organizing protests all over the nation to get Trump out of power, to get his entire fascist regime out of power. It's happening now. People are out in the streets now. People who were asleep, who were ignoring what is happening, are awake. It is time for us to march. It is time for us to be here. To make the people in power know that we will not let them turn this into a dictatorship. We are a democracy. We have rights. We will not let them take away our right to protest, our right to vote, and our right to be who we are in this country. We will protest day after day for trans rights, immigrant rights. We will protest for health care. We will protest for Palestine. We will protest against fascism. Because it's not just one thing. It's not. It's many interconnected things. Interconnected ways that he's throwing at us, and it's on purpose, people. It's on purpose. He is trying to throw at us more and more and more till we back down scared. But will we back down? No, we're not going to back down. We're not going to back down in LA. We're not going to back down here. We're going to march. We're going to be here. We're going to organize. We're going to find people with organizations like mine, like PSL, like the Trans March. We're going to organize. We're going to find our people, stay safe, to build mass, sustained, nonviolent protest, because we don't need violence to defeat them. We, the people, are enough. We are enough. I want to let you know one thing. Did you know that only 3% of a population, historically, has to protest? 3% to make change, a complete overhaul of the government, to take down fascist dictators all over the world. In South Korea, it just happened. In South Korea. For the people cheering, you already know, but I'm going to let the people know who don't. In South Korea, their president tried to establish martial law. They protested in the streets, day after day, non-violently and in mass numbers, till their president Now he's being prosecuted, and guess what? They're still fucking protesting. We can get Trump out, we can get Vance out, we can get his whole fascist regime out. Find your people, find your protest. Don't go home and think that this is over. It's not over. It is the next day. It is tomorrow. It is the day after that. It's this Saturday. The Saturday the 14th for the No Peace protest. You guys know about that? We're being fascism. We'll be leading a theater march at 10 a.m. on Saturday in 24th Street and 24th and Mission, 10 a.m. But there are so many theater marches. Find the one you support and go there. Don't ever use fascism as coping with fascism, because that's what it is. You're trying to take us back to 1930s Germany. He's trying to follow the playbook of fascist dictators like Hitler and Mussolini. Till we let him. We won't. We're not going to let him roll for 30 years like Pinochet did. We're not going to let him roll like they do in Egypt. No, we're going to be in the streets. We're going to be protesting. We're going to be back to city protest. Who are you meeting with? Who are you joining with? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself. We are a very individualist culture, but we cannot be alone. We cannot go at this alone. We have to trust our community. People that we know, people that we don't. We're all humans who want Trump out. Find our organization. You can sign up with me, you can sign up with PSL, you can sign up with any of them. It's important that you do what you want. So who can you sign up with? Raise your hand if you're going to find someone.
Get the fuck out of here.
Who is the power?
get some of the graffiti?
Here?
Down in Spain.
Nothing's even happened. Nothing's even happened. Do the right thing! Leave! There's no point! There's no point! Like, there's no need for this.
If they're gonna threaten us, we're gonna make a line!